So, welcome back to Normal Guy Games. It's been a little while. I had to take a little break, but I am back. I am not gone permanently. Anyway, back to Blackstone Fortress. As you can see, I am painting the Negavolt Cultists. Now, the first step here is to make sure that you block in all of the skin, because the skin is the lowest part of this miniature, and it's going to be the hardest thing to get properly. So you want to do it first, and it's going to be messy. Whatever you do, it's going to be messy. These models are very well built. They look really nice. The next thing I did was that I dry brushed a bunch of the metallics. Now this is for the big sticky out bits that are all over the place. The metallic that I'm using, actually everything that I'm using with one exception that I'll show you later, is Monument Hobbies stuff. I am very in love with my Monument Hobbies paints. Now what I'm doing here is I'm touching everything up with the brush. This is after the dry brush, and this is for any of the places that got missed. And as you can see, I'm just using an old blown out brush. It doesn't have to be fancy. Now moving on, I'm doing all of the wraps and everything in a brown color to make them look more like a leather than anything else. I wanted them to be kind of dark and contrasty. So the next step is to block in any and all of the metallics that I'm going to use that aren't the regular, lead belcher looking, the dark silver. And this is the base there is dark silver, and this is copper, I believe. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, it's most definitely copper. Their copper is very vibrant. It's been a little while since I recorded these videos. I actually have had this done for quite some time. But anyway, you pick out a couple of areas that you want to be the non-standard metal colors. The coils, the ends of the little, shock things there. And then I picked one of my favorite colors. I'm using the jade. This is dark jade from, again, Monument Hobbies. This comes from the Vinci V set. I really, really enjoy this color. Now, I also used red to pick out some of the cables, and this is just to kind of make things not so samey. You want to mix things up a little bit. After that, I hit it with Plague Bearer Flesh, and that is a contrast paint. That's one of the few non-Monument Hobbies paints that I used. It works out really well. It's got a very light color, and it just gives it a little bit of a tint. Now here, I'm using a very watered down red to make kind of blotchy red marks all over the body to make it look like these are infected, and just to make them look kind of grody and nasty. And that's, just a kind of a personal preference thing. I didn't want them to be all looking all the same, so I decided to do something a little different. Now, here is something that I have not done yet. This is going to be a side-by-side comparison of both Nuln Oil and the Monument Hobbies, the Pro Acryl. I hope I said that right this time. But the Monument Hobbies Black Wash. Now, the difference between the two is very, very stark. The Monument Hobbies stuff is matte, and that's what I want out of my washes. I want them to be matte, unless I'm doing something specific like metal. Nuln Oil actually looks pretty good on metal because it gives it that kind of satin sheen without taking away from the brightness any. And that is something that you kind of want. Now, as you can see, these are the two different models. I used Nuln Oil on the one on the left and the Black Wash on the one on the right, and you can see instantly the difference in that satiny color on the left and the matte color on the right. Now, I think that Nuln Oil looks kind of neat on metals, so I do use Nuln Oil for some of the metals. But if you want an all-in-one wash, like a catch-all, most definitely the Pro Acryl wash is good. It's really good. I enjoy it because of the fact that it's matte like the old washes used to be from GW. Now the last piece here, I'm using that same old, blown out brush to add a little bit of this crackle texture on here, the texture paste, and that is going to finish things off. And once that's done, all you got to do is hit it with a brown wash and you're done. And as you can see here, this is me having, painted the rim black, put all the washes on and whatnot. Anyway, this is a quick and dirty video, just trying to finish off my Blackstone Fortress stuff so I could play it. So if you liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video, everyone.